about that. A beautiful gallbladder can be done by just two or three small ports. Now they are going single port. From one single port, 3 scopes are put. Why? Because you don't want those 2 little spots. So this is a technological thing which says, I can do it. But the point is whether you should do it. And where is the limit? Where should you draw a limit? We should draw a limit, or the powers that are, the government will ultimately. I hope our wisdom will grow with our power and teach us that less we use our power, the greater it will be. This is important. It's not that if I am a director of a Tata Memorial Hospital, I don't have to show my power as a director. You don't have to show it. But if you want to continue that, the less you use your power, the more respect you will have in any position that you have. A man who is really powerful doesn't need to show power. It is written, it is within him or her that, here is a powerful man, but still so gentle. But the others are contrary, where there's not. But for these are important wisdoms of life. And therefore, the science and the future, as the genius of science extends the horizon of what we can do hell of a lot of things, as I showed you. We will increasingly confront question whether what we should do, whether I should do surgery. I can do surgery. Any difficulty, give me a knife, I will do it. But whether we should do, that is more important. So what are the lessons from this history of medicine? History is such an important, such interesting, those who are avid readers can say, not only history of medicine, the history of the world, it will build character. It helps include a modesty of being. If you learn the history and how the history of everything has evolved, it will make you very humble. Through what things people have come and done all the work, it's a source of inspiration. Helps to know the limits of medicine. We realize that truth is never absolute, is always relative. Truth is relative. There is nothing absolute about anything. Alternative medicine requires our tolerance and respect. We often decry homeopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, but you must have a good tolerance. There's something good in everything. Look at the good. All of us have good and bad. It just as it requires a greater amount of enthusiasm to be a good listener than to be a good talker. I can talk well, but it is more difficult to be, and more important to learn to be a good listener, to be able to see. So similarly, I think if we don't learn the lessons from history, we are bound to repeat the mistakes. These are all fundamental adages spoken by the great men of the past. The Future, Mind, Medicine. There's a book by my colleague Dr. Udwadia, from which I have taken. The Secret of Our Origin, the Mystery of Our Mortality. The future, what we want to do is now we need to take action now as to what is likely to come in the future. And the genome, I told you a little bit about Human Genome Project. This is by Dr. Udwadia, and he writes about, in his book, Mind, Matters and Medicine, more than any other field of human endeavor, medicine through the ages has been influenced by natural sciences, philosophy, religion, economics, sociology, geography, by art and culture, by war and natural calamities, and by the rise and fall of mighty empires. All these has impacted on medicine. Everything, if you analyze, you will see that we are all in medical science affected by all what has been happening in history of medicine. And the last few slides, that is only from the past that we learn that we can progress for the future. It's simple. We look run over the shoulders of men in the past who have done so much. So we cannot cast aside as to what belongs to the past. For it is only with the past that we can view the fabric of the future. Lessons from the past. Never forget the lessons of the past. I did one patient like that and I lost him. If you don't learn, if you don't apply that, you will repeat the same mistake. And therefore, it is only with the past that you can view the fabric of our future. That is why I think it's important for us to realize in medicine and science, we're talking about conquest of mortality. But the basic fact is mortality matters and is important. And the way of all. And just imagine, this is a scenario which nature has created over millions of years for all of us. that a humankind will live to be 60 and 67. Yes, we are able to increase lifespan by a little, but do we want to carry it on and to be 100 or 110? And therefore, this is an extremely important thing that we must learn from the past, then only we can view the fabric for the future. But the stages of new idea, for example, genomic revolution, or the new ideas, the stages of new idea are multiple. Many are stillborn, but every new suggestion deserves at least of a trial of being blown upon in the hope that there may be sparks in the ashes. It's only from the ashes that you get those sparks, and you get your same thing about in all areas. This is important, that if a youngster on our rounds, clinical rounds, says something new, which I'm very keen to, I've learned to be very attentive to him. Yes, sir, let us do this. It may be, and you'll be amazed as to some of the most beautifully innovative things, like continuous rise tube suction, I mean, which all of us we do, came from a junior resident of Owen Vangenstein. Those who are certain will know the Vangenstein suction. Vangenstein was on round in Chicago Memorial Hospital, and this was in the 1930s. There was no continuous suction and all those. So one of the junior residents said, sir, if we do this technique, then maybe you don't have to keep on aspirating. That was the origin by junior resident to Vangenstein. Vangenstein was magnanimous enough at his to listen to that young boy, and that is the origin of our Vangenstein, famous Vangenstein suction of rise tube. So he always never disregard anybody younger, familiar, or listen to them. The art of listening is extremely important. Hallmarks in science and medicine, nothing is far. Everything in science and medicine, gradualism, honesty, integrity, and humility. These are factors which are being impacted by the environment in which we live. We like it or no, it's yes. But still, nothing, no breakthrough. Cancer is not going to be cured in 2, 3, or 5 years by a newspaper. There's something. Every progress in science is very, very gradual, very painful. DNA in 1953, now we are just coming to know a little bit more about it. It took 50, 60 years before the genomic revolution came in. So it is a very slow process, a very gradual process, very painful process. Honesty, integrity, and humility are extremely important. It makes you satisfy yourself that all of us commit mistakes, but if you are honest, honest mistakes can happen with everybody. So these are important, and I think these are being impacted by the environment in which we live. We are affected, we cannot help it. And please remember, reading maketh a full man. You read more and more and more, it will make you full. Conference a ready man. I had to be ready for today's meeting, so I prepared the slides. But most importantly, we don't write enough, like Sumati Bai, who writes. A combination of art and science in Sumati Bai. He has written. So for youngsters who want to say, it is only when you write which will make you an exact man. Ladies and gentlemen, and Sumati Bai, it is an extremely rare privilege that I have had today to come to Rajkot and pay a great tribute to a living artist, living surgeon, and a surjak. My Gujarati is very poor, so I am afraid to speak in presence of Sumati Bai. But surgeon and a surjak, જેમણે બધું લખ્યું છે, very few people have. And therefore, it is an added privilege for me to be able to revive the old memories when we used to work for the Rajkot Cancer Society. I never knew that years down the line, maybe, I don't know, 50 years or maybe 45 years, I think it was early 70s, if I do not forget, to revive this association. And it is really my good luck, and thanks to Vimal and all the committee who thought that maybe I should, and then I thought that rather than talk very bland thing on surgery and showing this operation and results and data, I thought let me turn something little thing in which I am interested. So what's going to happen 30, 40, 50 when I am not around. I know something may happen like this. So for that to happen or not to happen, that future is now. As we need to take steps today to see that we don't go the wrong way. And that's why I say that modern medicine, though all powerful, is at a crossroad. We can go over to the wrong road. And therefore, I think requires an introspection, a genuine introspection, a little philosophical trend after working in medicine for 55, 60 years. I won't tell you my age, but nonetheless, I think it's need to reflect for every little thing in life as to, is it right, is it wrong? We can go wrong. And that gives mentally a great satisfaction. And so thank you again, and all the very best to you. Continue your good work.
Many thanks. Many more like Dr. Praful Bhai nowadays. He is surely an endangered species in today's world. May I take this opportunity to request, on behalf of the Surgeons Association of Rajkot, I request Dr. Bankim Bhai Thanki Sahib to present a memento to Dr. Praful Bhai Desai Sahib, please. To Dr. Himani Sahib. I request Dr. Bharat Bhai Soratia for the vote of thanks for this ceremony. There is a small announcement that after this session gets over, there is a comfort coffee break for about 10 minutes. It's genuinely needed, one thing, and a very important thing is that the time that provides us with a comfort break of the coffee. So after Bharat Bhai Soratia's vote of hall. Thanks very much.
I would like to thank Dr. Praful Bhai Desai for taking a pain early in the morning to give the oration in this grand premiere of Dr. S.T. Himani oration. Second, I would like to thank Dr. Himani Sahib. Because of him, that one new identity is given to the Association of the Surgeon of Rajkot. And again, I thank Dr. Jayesh Mehta, the being president, to include in the organization. And after all, I would like to thank all of you, because of whom that event is made successful, like a grand premiere of S.T. Himani oration. Thank you all, and have a coffee break. Thank you.